How are you, Mr. Edward?
Very good. How you doing?
I am wonderfully blessed as always. Thank you so much. And so are you?
Good. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what got you attracted into making the movie?
A couple of different things. A great screenplay that was a page turner that had a bunch of really great twists and turns, and with all of those twists and turns, actually the plot hangs together, and that's always a pretty incredible feat. More so, though, you know, you had all of these very well written, distinct voices and characters, and I think that's why Asger was able to put together such a strong ensemble, because it's you know, a lot of actors in this, and they were all attracted to those specific voices. The other thing is, you know, I live in New York, so anytime I see a script that, you know, the first line is exterior New York Street day, I immediately keep my fingers crossed and hope that there's a good part in there for me.
Your character, Jack Dougherty, is somewhat the heart of the film. What attracted you to that character?
I think what I liked about Jack was that there was, you know, even though it's a smaller part in the film, that there was something of an arc. You know, when we meet him, he is clearly pissed off that he's going to have to take a seat and play the subordinate to Elizabeth Banks's character. And he takes it upon himself to give her a hard time and belittle everything that she does and point out all the mistakes she's making. But then over the course of the film, you see that, all right, he actually does care about her. And then he slowly turns and gets her back and supports her. And then, you know, there's that nice moment in the end where you see, like, all right, these two really were a good team.
I love the scenes with you and Elizabeth together. How was it working with her?
It was great. I mean, really, we had a great time. And basically, all of the work I did, for the most part, I think every day that I was there, I was working with her. And that's nice when you have someone that you know, that you get along with. We became great friends. And then, you know, added to that is the fact that we kind of had very good chemistry pretty instantly. And we were lucky because Asger, the director, let us kind of play with the scenes a little bit, and the more we played, the more the producers then said, hey, we like what these guys are doing, and they kept writing additional scenes for us.
Now, you are an accomplished director, Mr. Edward. What do you think when you first heard that Asger, coming from a documentary world, is directing his first feature film?
Yeah. Oh, you know, I mean, I remember sitting down with him that first day to talk about the script and what his vision for the film was. And, you know, he had a very clear idea of what he wanted to do. He wanted New York to be a real character in the film, and I think he did that very well. He, you know, he was referencing Dog Day Afternoon and French Connection, and kind of wanted some of that gritty realism. And given that it's, you know, it's a popcorn movie, I think he did a good job of sort of balancing those two.
Right. Now, how was it on the set? Were you guys actually on a ledge?
I mean, you know, Sam and Elizabeth were actually on a ledge 34 stories above Manhattan Street. For, you know, every scene that takes place on the ledge, part of that was shot on that real location. And then we went to a soundstage to fill in some of the sort of, let's say, the more the acting beats.
Right.
But it was, yeah, it was very impressive for, I mean, first of all, for Sam to be out there for as many days as he was. And I know eventually he got very comfortable and he's running back and forth. But Elizabeth, too, she, like, went for it immediately.
My biggest takeaway from the film is the immediacy of it. There's that impending immediacy, don't you think?
Well, I think they were very smart in choosing not to go with CGI for all of those sequences because you know, I mean, the audience can tell the difference. And there's something about, like, wait a second, is that actor really up there? All right. I don't know. It just adds to the thrills a little bit more. And, you know, I mean, I was there while we were shooting it, and I, too, was on the edge of my seat watching the film.
You know, ultimately, the movie is about facing your fears. What is your biggest fear, Mr. Edward?
You know, I don't really have one. I guess as a kid, I had this fear of being trapped in, like, a tunnel.
Yeah, that's a great fear.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And congrats.
All right. Cool.